Vijaya, you went the extra mile. You took the bold step of, I think, homeschooling your children, right? And this is a question that I can relate to because I got a full ride into the University of Southern California. And maybe, Rajiv, do you know that that's another one of those schools where all these Hollywood celebrities go to, but you don't really get anything out of it. Even the Sanatan Dharma, like they have no classes there. You must be knowing even the Bhagavad Gita, only a few small universities in the US teach it. But my mom actually saw that the culture there was very, very humiliating. It was very degrading. And, the drug culture there, the party culture there was so bad. So she decided that it would be better for me to transfer to MIU, which is Maharishi University. And I can personally relate to your decision. So I would like that maybe for the parents watching, you could advise why you took that step and why you think it's important to take at least precaution of the children's education going forward.
Sure. See, if you look at children as they grow up, the parents spend a lot of money, resources putting them in schools and tuition and college and all of that. And then when they come out of the system, there's a huge disconnect in the values that the parents have and the next generation has. In fact, there's a disconnect. So somebody's come in and hijacked your kids' minds in between, whether it's through the school system, through the college system, through peer group, through social media, through entertainment. All these people are staking a claim for the minds of the children. So I just decided to, my kids were very small, I decided to homeschool them. I just pulled them out one day because I just looked at the teacher. There's nothing she could do that I couldn't do. And then there was no turning back. So I started this journey in the US. I home educated two boys. One went to Stanford, the other went to Georgia Tech for aerospace engineering. That's the Stanford one went for computer science. The reason I'm saying this, they're just, above average kids. But bringing in Indian Shastras, right? Indian knowledge systems. In fact, Rajiv ji, Infinity Foundation, I think over a decade ago, we did a whole series called the HIS series, trying to bring out Indic knowledge systems and do research in these areas and make them relevant for the modern times, be it metallurgy or Indian zinc manufacturing, things like that, give you a lot of insights. So similarly, Ganita Shastra, things like Indian mathematics, right? The one thing with Indian Shastra is very rasa filled, unlike a very dry approach to STEM subjects in the West, through the factory method of education. The Western system is sort of a factory model of education where everybody goes and reads, gets the same stuff and comes out, and kids who sort of can manage are sort of deemed successful and the others are considered losers. Whereas the Indian system has something for everybody. So in mathematics, it's in beautiful poetry, it's in prosody, it's a rasa filled. So kids that are more aesthetically inclined will also enjoy mathematics. It has a real world application. There are, for example, 8 methods of multiplication that a text like Leelavati offers, whereas we just learn one method. So it is very rich.
They're more critical thinking.
And it's a very rich approach to the subject. And in fact, it's very sad that the government hasn't revived these ancient Indian knowledge systems because they're relevant. It's not for nostalgia. It's more because it's relevant and you learn to be critical thinkers. So and so that's why I home educated very successful. And when many people asked about how do you do this, I co-founded Agastya Gurukulam, which is doing this for other kids. And the results are very profound. You find kids that can be critical thinkers that can straddle both worlds. So I think we should take the HIS series and sort of work, do more work upon that, make Indic knowledge systems more relevant to modern education. And I hope the education policy will take some hints from our work.
They should, hopefully.